Hi, I'm Jeff Stokes. Welcome to Jeff's Daily Dose of Encouragement. Today I want to encourage you about when things don't go your way. Now, I'm taking as an example of that the story of Jacob, and it's from Genesis 29, and this is after Jacob has basically fled Canaan after he basically stole the blessing of his brother Esau from his father Isaac, and his mother Rebekah told him to go because his brother wanted to kill him. And when he's there, he goes to the house of Rebekah's brother Laban and meets Rachel at the well and falls in love with her really straight from the start. And so I pick up the verses from verse 16 in chapter 29. Actually, verse 15 I'll start. And Laban said to Jacob, "Because you are my brother, should you therefore serve me for naught or for nothing? Tell me what shall be your wages." And Laban had two daughters. The name of the elder was Leah, and the name of the younger was Rachel. Leah was tender-eyed, but Rachel was beautiful and well-favored. And Jacob loved Rachel and said, "I will serve you 7 years for Rachel, your younger daughter." And Laban said, "It is better that I give her to you than that I should give her to another man. Abide with me." Now, actually, 7 years, when you think about it in today's terms, waiting for someone before you can consummate marriage and that is quite a long time, actually, especially if you're maybe a bit older. I don't know how old Jacob was at this stage. And it goes on and says, "And Jacob served 7 years for Rachel, and they seemed unto him but a few days, for the love that he had to her. And Jacob said to Laban, Give me my wife, for my days are fulfilled, that I may go in unto her." And Laban gathered together all the men of the place and made a feast. And it came to pass in the evening that he took Leah, his daughter, and brought her to him, and he went in unto her. And Laban gave unto his daughter Leah Zilpah his maid for a handmaid. And it came to pass that in the morning, behold, it was Leah. And he said to Laban, "What is this that you have done to me? Did I not serve with you for Rachel? Wherefore then have you beguiled me?" It seems like this beguiling runs in the family a bit, doesn't it? Rebekah actually prompted Jacob to dress up like Esau and feed his father's stew so he could get the blessing, and all sorts of stuff. So it seems to run in the family of, particularly in Rebekah's line, with her brother Laban as well. And Laban said, "It must not be done so in our country, to give the younger before the firstborn." So here we go straight away. Jacob has wanted to marry Rachel, and he didn't get his way. So what does he do? What does he do? Does he run off in a huff? No, he doesn't. And Laban says this to him, "Fulfill her week, and we will give you this also for the service which you shall serve me yet another 7 years." So think about that now. 14 years he's waited just so he could have the one that he loved as his wife. And in the meantime, he's had to take her sister, whom he didn't love as much. And goodness knows what was going through his mind. But once he was just told, "Hey, this is the way it is," he doesn't seem to kick up a fuss. He just does it. And Jacob did so and fulfilled her week, and Laban gave him Rachel, his daughter, also to wife. And Laban gave to Rachel his daughter Bilhah, his handmaid, to be her maid. And he went in also unto Rachel, and loved also Rachel more than Leah, and served with him yet other 7 years. That's down to verse 30. So that's, what do you do? What do you do when things don't go your way? Well, you just have to keep trusting the Lord, and the Lord will work it out. you know, you don't have to be perfect and get everything right. If you're chosen of God, which we all are, and we trust God, and even when we get it wrong, I mean, Jacob usurped that blessing, and when he was on his way to Haran, back to Laban's house, he had that dream where he heard the angels going up and down from the, you know, on the ladder from heaven. And then after, you know, as time goes on, God straightens everything out. You know, Jacob did stuff, and he was sort of reaping what he sowed in a way. He did stuff and usurped things, and then goes along and his uncle does the same thing to him, and it's all just this stuff going on in the family, and it's a mix-up. And because of human nature, and because we're not all there yet, as we go on our journey, we just got to trust God. And when things don't go our way, we just have to hang in there and keep trusting God, and he will deal with the situation and with the people. He will deal with us. He will work everything out. And as we know, eventually Jacob's life worked out. He became Israel, and then the rest is history. And, you know, I know my life's been a bit like that. I've gone through things, and I'm thinking I'm heading this way, and I'm supposed to be doing this, and God's called me to do this, and it's not happened, and it's taken years and years and years, and this goes wrong and that goes wrong, and all sorts of issues and problems and stuff. And then one day it's almost like you wake up and it's like a dream, and then suddenly it all starts unfolding before you. It's just massive. So when things don't go your way, don't give up, don't run away, don't throw in the towel. Just keep, like Jacob did, he just kept pressing forward. He just kept going forward with the plan that was on his heart, and eventually it all worked out. And instead of having, you know, just because he had to have 12 children to have the 12 tribes of Israel, plus obviously he had a daughter as well. But if things hadn't happened this way, he wouldn't have had 12 children. Think about that, because some of those children were born to the handmaids as well. So this is you know, we don't understand God's plan, and we're just part of it, and we've just got to go with it and let him work it out. And eventually the desires that he's put in our heart will come to pass. But often he gives us more than what we bargained for. If you don't know the Lord Jesus Christ, if you confess with your mouth the Lord Jesus and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. For whosoever shall confess that Jesus is the Son of God, God dwells in him, and he in God. God bless you. Have a great day, and hang in there.